So when I was in high school and had to do the daunting task, perhaps just like you, of course, of choosing a lifelong career, you wouldn't believe what my aspiration was. Hey there, I am Paola of PaolaPonceNails.com, and in this channel we talk Japanese gel and entrepreneurship in the nail industry. If this interests you, please consider subscribing. And now back to my story. I wanted to be an architect, like I really did. Now, before I could ever build anything, I had to take some challenging courses in college that included calculus, physics with calculus. Science was not my forte, and so I struggled, but I got through it. Then I began my lower level classes of architecture before I could even apply to an architecture college. And that's where I stopped. Those classes were some of the most challenging courses of my life. And on any given day, within the first month of those courses, I was getting up to 2 hours of sleep. After 3 years of dedication and focus, and though it was hard, I had to think more pragmatically and really think of a career that could get me going in the real world much faster and whose curriculum I could compete in while still getting my sleep. Nope, that's not when I got into nails. After quitting the architecture thing, I decided on being a nurse. But guess what? Even after successfully completing my coursework for nursing, as life would have it, I had to take a break from school. And it was actually timely. I was really burned out from school, but I still wanted to grow up. And growing up for me didn't come in the form of a degree. So then I got married, moved out, got a job, got a dog, big girl things. At that time, I was a waitress, and as life would have it again, I had to be off from work for about 2 to 3 months. And that's when I really gave the nail thing some thought. I did a little research, a little pecking and hunting. Found a local program, gave them all of my savings, because that makes sense when you live in California and you don't have rich parents. And I began nail school. At that point in my super young nail journey, I was only 23. Makes sense why I would give up my life savings. Really anything about nails excited me, even the acrylic monomer smell. Like, to me, that smell was the smell of nails. I finished my nail schooling as soon as I could. I got licensed, and nope, I did not go and get hired in a salon. Your girl picked up another waitressing gig because I was broke. Because for whatever reason, working for someone else doing nails just did not excite me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And so even though I had just one client, I was going to make this work for me one way or the other, even if I had to pay to be my own boss. And so in the daytime, I would waitress, and in the evenings, I would do nails, or at least go sit at my station and pretend to be waiting for my 6 o'clock. Well, that was my first space anyways, that I rented for like 1 month before being put out. Yep, my first renting experience was a total misfit. But thanks be to God, because then soon after I found the best salon owner to rent from and stayed there permanently doing nails. As a renter, you should have access to your stuff 24/7. So as often as I could, I'd go and hang out at my happy place, my little nail station. By sitting there, I quickly found out that simply telling yourself and a few other people that you are open for a business really does not drive clients in droves. And because I was desperate to be booked, I did something I would not recommend now, and that was running a Groupon. Yeah, I know. Now, if you don't know what Groupon is, it is a site where you as the consumer can get products and services from like 40 to 70% off. As a new account, I would have to, however, do at least 50% off of my services and wait for it. And then the other 50% Groupon and I would split. Yeah, you can do the math. Lunch money, essentially. But Instagram was barely taking off, and all of the posh new nail studios were not really yet a thing. This was 2012, 2013. And I feel like marketing for brick and mortars was at a weird transitioning place. Like, Yellow Pages was obviously not a thing anymore, and Yelp was booming. So this is where I invested a little bit of time, updating my profile. And I really was still starting to find my footing in that. And so I did Groupon because in my head at that time, being a successful nail tech was being slammed with appointments. That's what I thought. And boy, did I learn a thing or two with that Groupon promotion. So when the promotion ended about 6 months later, I learned a few big lessons, and boy, were they huge. One being that I did not want to work 12 to 14 hour days. Yeah, doing nails literally became painful. I also learned that I was barely being profitable. And I also learned that unlike when I first started doing nails, I wanted to find my niche. I did not want to do it all. And acrylic monomer was no longer a pleasant thing for me. It's different when you're a customer and you smell it for like an hour, but working in the smell for 8 hours was literally nauseating for me. I still preferred gel, but I didn't like the bulkiness of hard gel and how it would pop off from clients, and gel polish was such a temporary service also. And so right about now, I was ready to throw in the towel. Like, seriously. After all, the first and real reason why I got into nails was to learn how to give myself the best set of nails. But I was past that, obviously. I had gained enough experience to do that by now, like after 400 Groupon redemptions. So then I really wanted to find a product or a nail system that would work across the board with all of my clients. I was tired of offering it all. And by this point, if this product didn't exist, I think I was ready to walk away from it all. You see, you don't have to offer it all to be successful. Heck, you don't even have to do pedicures if you are totally uncomfortable doing them. Again, by this point, I had kind of fallen out of everything I had used, and I was tired of being that complaint department with nails lifting, chipping, breaking, mysteriously popping off kind of thing, etc. and etc. And so I got kind of desperate, but also very business-minded. And I think this is when I really had a mindset shift in regards to my business. I knew it was a business because hey, I was the boss, but on paper, as far as revenue went, it was not a business. And so I had a heart-to-heart with myself because this nail thing I thought was supposed to be super fun, and yet it was super hard. And so I gave it one more shot, and I promise you this was going to be the last one. I invested in a $400 program hoping that this would be the solution to me niching down, not offering it all, having consistent wear on clients, no more lifting, and really just being able to master my craft, specialize, and or make money, right? And this program I invested in was a training with my first soft gel potted system. Yes, soft gel potted systems saved my business. And the company I started with was Biosculpture Gel, the inventors of Soak Off Gel. Soft potted gel systems are a game changer. They have ranging flexibilities to fit all nail types. They are usually high quality, hypoallergenic formulas that are rather expensive, not cheap at all. Now, while this soft potted gel movement began in South Africa, it was deeply embraced in Japan. And yep, you bet that is how and why I got so involved with Japanese gels, and over time I just preferred them a bit more than biogel because I was, well, not me, my clients were into a little bit more extreme lengths also. But it has a little special place in my heart, and I think that it will always will. Okay, so because of the superb adhesion components to the nail and wonderful flexibility, soft potted gel systems, including Japanese gels, last extremely well on clients' natural nails. And bingo, these systems were genuinely what saved my business. I kid you not. After niching down, meaning specializing, and for me that was specializing in soft potted gel systems or Japanese gel, I was able to increase my prices, save a whole bunch of money by not buying into all sorts of nail systems, and filling my books with clients and doing nail services that I genuinely enjoy. So I found the key to success here. And now I'm sharing my story with you. And so I thought this video would be super important for me to make for you because perhaps you are in the same place today, really frustrated by all of the nail systems you're supposed to use and supposed to offer, right? Perhaps you've also become the nail complaint department with nails chipping, lifting, or mysteriously popping off, or perhaps because you're not sure whether or not you're actually making money doing nails. Listen, I get it, and I promise you that you can do what I did. Now, because of time, I've left some key details out of this story, but I have put everything you need to know in a free training that is currently available for you to watch immediately. That free training link is in the description box below. Do make sure to check it out. Thank you so much for listening. And if you're feeling stuck, I want to know exactly what it is or where it is that you're struggling. So drop a comment in the comments section and I hope to get back to you soon. Bye for now.